right. Hi, everybody. This is Jose Rodriguez with Family First Life Blue Collar Legacy, Hidden Gems, Universe, and Tri State. Um, I'm actually here with my brother. So if you guys say we look alike, that's why. I get that all the time. But he's a new agent. He just started this past week. And we just wanted to go over how his first week was and what that looked like for him. So his name is Nicholas, and I'm gonna just go over a couple things with him. Nicholas, can you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about where you came from before?
Sure. Thank you for having me. My name is Nicholas Rodriguez. Of course, I came from the hospitality background for about 15 years. I've worked since I was a teenager, so done all kinds of jobs, but my main one has been just the service industry for the past 15 years, just doing that in Miami, actually. And when I moved here, kind of made a different career path.
Awesome, awesome. And tell us a little bit about kind of what attracted you over to Family First.
Other than seeing you, of course, do well on your own, just providing for yourself and your family. I love the work structure and the fact that you're pretty much your own boss and your success depends on how hard you work. So I love that. That attracted me a lot. And of course, the numbers are there, the training is there. So it's something I was very interested in and I tried it out and I'm liking it a lot.
Awesome. Awesome. Now, when you had first reached out to me and told me that you were interested in the opportunity, I had sent you the link to sign up for the course. And I remember specifically like telling you, you have to set your date for the exam. And
Yes.
you did that for 10 days out from when the day that we spoke from 10 days out. And I was kind of surprised because I didn't even finish the course that fast. It took me a while to finish the course. So can you talk a little bit about your drive there, your mindset, and was it easy for you, and is that something that's duplicatable to others?
Yes. Yes, it's duplicatable. No, it wasn't easy for me because I'm not the best studier. It takes me a while to comprehend something after I read it. So I read over and over, and I kind of thought it was I thought it was kind of normal to get it done that fast, to be honest. Because when you had approached me about scheduling the exam, I thought that if I don't schedule it, then it'll be much longer, and I just wanted to hit the road running as fast as I could. And all I did was go over all the notes online, watch a lot of videos. I did the study courses, of course, wrote my own notes, main bullet points on the notes. I didn't really write everything down, just the things that really stuck to me that I thought would matter because there's a lot for me to intake in this business because it was super new to me, this career. So I had to absorb a lot. So I had to keep it to, I guess, my learning speed, which was, it worked for me. So I'm still learning and it's great. And plus the guidance of everyone on the team with you helping me, wasn't that hard. It's just a little effort and that's it.
That's great. Now I know I'm your brother, so I would lend any help that you needed to,
Mhm.
but there was also a lot of others that were there for you to be able to help.
Yes.
And that's easily accessible. I just want to make that point just for anybody else. It's not just because you were my brother that there was help there. There's always somebody there that you could reach out to. Mhm.
Wayne has been there. He's helped me with a lot of these questions. And like I said, online, I've been watching a lot of videos and everyone says the same thing to follow the system. And that's kind of what I've been doing, just following the system, the procedures, and it's helped me have a good successful weekend in my eyes.
That's good. That's good. So once you got licensed and contracted, it was pretty much time to buy some leads and do some dials. Can you tell us about your how much you spent on your lead purchase, your first lead purchase?
Well, I spent about roughly $1,500 on some leads. And because I
In the
remember
in the
from the
first
guy,
week, you spent about
yeah, the first
1,500,
week
but
for the first
the
week,
first dial day, how much did you spend?
oof, about roughly $800.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was a bunch of 1 month old final expense
Okay.
and some mortgage protection, and those really helped me, you know, learn and see what I'm gonna be prepared for in the future.
Awesome.
And as I said earlier, it's just a big learning curve for me. So I had to learn a lot and develop my. I'm still developing everything, but how I approach the phones with these leads.
Hmm.
So it was good, and it was good amount of leads that helped me set these appointments. Excuse me. So, and I remember with the guidance and everyone on the videos, they say buy leads, buy leads, buy leads. You always have to run the numbers, run the numbers. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just gonna get as much as I can so I can set these appointments and help these families.
Good deal. Good deal. So when on your first dial day, what time did you go in?
7:30, kind of a little early. We were 8 o'clock, very sharp. So it was like, yeah, 7:45. And I
Yeah.
started dialing 8 o'clock, and I was kind of a mess. I had a big book bag, a laptop, an iPad, notes everywhere. I took up like 2 desks.
Yeah, you did have the whole desk. But that's good
Coffee.
though. I mean you were ready though, and that's what it
Yes,
took
sir.
to get ready. And
Yeah.
when did you end your dial day?
Almost 8 o'clock at night.
So almost a full 12 hours dialing.
Full 12 hours dialing. I remember lunchtime was pretty much like 1 hour. So then I was pretty much dialing the whole day. And I took a breather just to stretch a little bit, but once you hit the seat and you get on the phone, you're starting to develop a routine on, you know, you don't want to stop that.
No, you get into
So
that rhythm.
yes.
That's good. And how many appointments did you leave with that day?
Excuse me, the sun
Okay.
is kind of shining a little bit. It was 15 appointments.
That's
Now,
awesome.
yeah, it was great. I was super happy. 15 appointments. One of them was a little um, questionable,
Hmm.
but they ended up sitting with me too, so it was great. I had 2 full days.
But I remember that was it was a long day. I
Hmm.
generally don't stay dialing that long, but I stayed with you and you made about 400, 500 calls to get those 15 appointments. And that's just
Yes.
about right. That's good. But when you ran out into the field, what did that look like?
So I had one no show my first day. And because as I said, big learning curve for me. I'm still learning how to really set these appointments. So whatever the case may be, they no showed. So I took that time and started dialing again in my car. And I ended up booking 4 appointments for Friday. And so that helped me get a jump start on my next dial day. And I don't want to fall behind in this business or in the day-to-day race per se, because I want it to be comfortable for me. I don't want to feel like I'm rushed. So I'm trying to get ahead in appointments, leads. So it was good. I didn't sell anything the first day, but I learned a lot. It was a little rough. I had a lot of help. It was a long day. I went out. My first appointment was 7 in the morning, and it was an hour and a half away. So it was a long day, but it was a good day, and I learned a lot. Kept my head up, and the next day was more successful for me. It's great.
And you did fill out the financial inventory on all of those. You called from the in-home on all of those appointments, and you called after the appointment. And you were very coachable. I remember that you were eager. But one thing that really stood out to me on that first day, even though you had a good, I think 7 appointments or 8 appointments on the first day, you kept a very good mindset, and you didn't let the fact that you had no sales get to you, or you didn't sound down. I know I had coached you that it's a mindset scenario, but it's one thing to to say it, and another thing to actually go through it and maintain that mindset. So that's something for a lot of new people to really take out of this scenario, is that you kept your mind frame very solid and stable, knowing that you're just running numbers and you didn't get emotional about doing a whole 7 appointments and really not having any sales, you know. But you know, that's the first couple of days there. And then after that, I mean, you had success on the second day where you sold like one or two, but it wasn't too much premium. I remember it was maybe about 800-900 premium in total annual premium, which is good. I mean,
Correct.
those were your first sales. It was definitely good. But then after that, you had another dial day. What did you spend on leads the next dial day?
The next dial day was about almost $600, I believe, because I was working, excuse me, I was using
Work spots.
work spots. As I said, learning curve for me. So I was using that because I heard that they can have deals on there, and I actually did find some deals on internet leads and instant internet leads, and it was almost $300 off. So I just jumped on that and bought as many as I could there, and that kept me busy for about 2 days of dialing, and I still have some people to try and contact. So it
And
was a
what was that?
good,
Instant internet leads?
yes, sir. It was some instant. It was mostly instant internet leads, and I bought some final expense as well.
Okay, that's good. And so you dialed again, and you ended up staying all day for a dial day again, right?
Correct. I
And
was a little booked on Friday since
mhm.
That Tuesday on the field I made some calls, but I started filling up Friday and Saturday.
Awesome. Awesome. So that's a quick note I want to make to everybody, that I stress to everybody I know. If you leave the house to do anything insurance related, make sure the rest of that day you're doing insurance related things. So if you're not on the phone to make a sale, you're on the phone to book an appointment, or you're on the phone to recruit an agent, or you're on the phone with your mentor, your up lead, you know, because every minute that you're out, if you're not doing that, it's a minute wasted. And I'm a big fan of, on my spare time, booking appointments. That way I can walk into the office already with some appointments behind my back, and I have
Right.
that much advantage. So you saw where that advantage took you, and it
That
made a big difference.
that felt so good too, because like I said, I'm being new at this. I still feel pressure, of course. So if I go on a dial day, I feel like I have to book these, and so just to get a little bit of that pressure off, to get ahead like that is great.
There you go. So I want to talk about your weekend, because you actually went out there and you worked on the weekend warrior style, and you actually were able to submit, just through Americo alone, about 10 grand in annual premium, which that's issue paid pretty much with Americo, because you didn't post date anything, you know. And I know there was a couple of those that you had to pivot over to Aetna, and you were able to get those
Mhm.
approved. But I just want to talk a little bit about the mindset on your second time out in the field on those next 2 days. Things were a little bit easier for you because you had a little bit more taste, but I know you were still, you know, doing the full financial inventory, and you were calling from the in-home and saying exact word tracks and actually just listening to the people ahead of you, because I couldn't take a couple of those calls. So I know you called Wayne, but just
Yes.
talk about a little bit about those
Yeah,
next two,
it
how
was
those
night
felt.
and day. It was night and day the first 2 days, and the second 2 days, Friday and Saturday. I'm talking about. It was basically I understood the why I was there and why they needed it, and what we're doing, because the learning curve that I had for this business is I'm completely out of it. So I had to learn a lot about insurance, what families are doing, because I was just it wasn't my field, and so for me to be in someone's home trying to help the family was a little different for me. So as soon as I started understanding why I'm there and why they even wanted me to go there, it was so much easier for me. And since I've worked with people in the past, that was no problem just to see where they're headed with their families and what they actually wanted. So with the guidance with you and Wayne, and even headed to these appointments, I'll be watching, or excuse me, not watching. I'll be listening to Spotify, some podcasts and stuff, just to help me get that mindset already. Even word tracks that are on standby because, as I said, it's just new for me. But Friday was great. I sat down with a couple families and it was 2 for 2 almost. And then I got a no, but then I got another one. So it was just because I started understanding more and why basically what they wanted.
Awesome. Awesome.
And as you said, the financial inventory, I'm still working that out to where it's customized to how I write so I can understand it. But going through the points that everyone was telling me to go through and how to approach it helped me as well.
Good stuff. Good stuff. So I just want to really reiterate to all the listeners out there, this is not so much of like a kind of a bragging podcast. This is more of a testament to the system working, and my brother
Yes.
really having his own kind of his own preconceived like reserves about it, but listening and following it blindly, trusting that the people that brought him into that system aren't going to let him fail. And he listened to everything that we told without his own judgment involved, and was able to succeed. Because I mean, this past weekend you submitted about 12,000 worth of business just on Friday and Saturday alone, and our
Yeah,
week goes
and
from Thursday to Wednesday. So you still have another 2 days out in the field. So that's great, man. I know, like personally, I'm proud of you, but I'm just happy that you listen to the system and you listen to the people that led you, and you're able to see some success.
thank you. You know, that's what you told me in the beginning too. You said just follow what they're doing, watch the videos. There's so many people, successful people in this company that have videos that are actually trying to help people. And I just started watching all of them. They all have a little bit different style. You find whoever, communicates to your approach and it works. It works. Run the numbers. Run the numbers. Follow
Run the
follow the
numbers.
bullet points and you'll be successful. Understand why you're in the house and everything will be okay. If I had some success with this in my, third or fourth day, then anyone can, honestly.
Awesome.
Just gotta
Well, I
listen.
really appreciate you. It was a pleasure having you on, and I wish you much more success, bro.
No, thank you for sitting with me.
All right. Take care.